Hey, what's going on, guys? Colin here with Red Beans and Dice, and today I'm going to be showing you some of my Seraphon army. I got the Start Collecting box for the Saurus a while ago, and I just recently picked up the Skink Start Collecting box, and I've been painting up both, but I thought, hey, why not show you guys some of what I've been painting? So here it is. We have a Skink Star Priest, some Croxagores, which actually these guys did not come in the box. I had to buy them separately. They were fine cast, I believe. They're a different type of plastic. They're a little hard to put together, I'm not going to lie, but I love these models and I love what they do on the battlefield, so I boxed them. And we have the Saurus, Old Blood on Carnosaur over here with his chompers and the purple tongue. Then we have some Cold One Knights. So let's start off, and I'm going to tell you, I had the most fun probably painting this unit out of anything that I've ever painted. I just loved the feathers. I went with a variant on the color scheme. I didn't do the typical light blue because I didn't want to paint everything how it's, supposed to be painted. I wanted to get some variant colors there. So I went with the purple, and then I did a dark blue wash on it, and then I did a pink with a red wash on the scales back here. And I am just loving the scales on the back and the color. The pink and the purple really worked for me. And then the feathers, I did a red for the base, and then I just blended it from red to orange to yellow, and then at the very tip I did a bright yellow, and I think it turned out perfect. I'm really happy with it. And for the bases on all these guys, I used a little bit of green flock, and then some of these battle turf tough thingies, and then some rock. I got the rock and then the small green fluff that you put on the base. I got that from Hobby Lobby. It wasn't too expensive. I got it so long ago, I don't even know if they make it still, but I had some and I used it, and I've just been loving the outcome on this guy. And he's up on a pedestal. He's got his little serpent staff. He's doing it to it. So yeah, there we go. There's that guy. Now I'll show you some of the Croxagores. These guys are great. They've actually been I've been creeping on a lot of people's lists for Seraphons that they've been doing, and a couple of people that have played competitively have actually put these in here, and the reason for that is because these guys have a great attack, and they have a little bit of rend, and then they get a jaw attack. But then this guy right here, he's got the moon hammer, so this guy is actually going to be different than these other guys. So they get an attack, or this guy with the moon hammer gets an attack for each enemy that is 2 inches away. So if you have a horde of orcs or goblins or skaven, or just something that's numerous, then you get an attack for each individual unit that is right next to him. So you could get up to 10, 11, 12 attacks, something like that. It's obviously not good. Say you were going against the Carnosaur, you would just get one attack. So, it can really, you want to make sure you get around a lot of different small itty bitty units to get those big attacks and just whomp them with the damage, because I think each attack does 2 damage on these guys. I can't remember 100%, but really cool models. I did a red stripe down the I guess the middle of them and I thought that would be cool. Actually, this guy that I think I just showed you, I actually spaced out and I forgot to do the red stripe, so I thought I would just get some of the scales going all the way down to the tip of the tail and then paint his big old fat face red. Kind of a variant a little bit, but it worked out. It really looks good. And then as you can see on the base, I did the bases all the same except for this guy over here. I put a little stream through it. I wanted it to kind of simulate the fact that they were coming out of the jungle, meeting the enemy on the plains. So they were going from a certain terrain to another. So it's kind of like it's not very foresty like a lot of people do with the huge plants that come up all the way to here. I didn't really want to do that, so I left it kind of plainsy, but at the same time a little lush with some green on there, and I thought it just worked out really well. So those are my Croxies. Painted them up, love them how they're doing. With this guy, I went ahead and I didn't connect the base. I used sticky putty that they use in for classrooms to put stuff up on the walls that they can just peel off. So that way I can pop this guy off and he just travels a little bit better. And yep, there we go, boom. And then I didn't put the leash on. Now this is gonna be weird, but I don't like leashes on, I don't know. He has a harness that you can put over here that goes all the way up to this point right here, but I left it off because I think he just looks so much cooler without the leash on, and I like to think that they're friends, you know. And this guy actually is Rex the Carnosaur. I thought that'd be a funny, a funny name for him. And then this is Blue, old Blue on top there. So let me see if I can get you a little more detailed on the base there. I actually did do a dry brush with some white on here to kind of give it a little bit of a ripple thing, and then I did put tacky glue over it and let it dry. So it's a little hard to see, but if you're in real life, you can kind of get a little bit of a glare, a gleam off of it, like how naturally the light hitting a river would reflect. And that's kind of what I was going for there. It's kind of hard to see here with the lighting, how I have it, but there is that. I did a lot of gold, a lot of washing. I did his little tongue purple. Oh my God, I just threw everything everywhere. We'll put that over there. But I was really happy, and then painting the scales and everything like that is just so much fun, and getting the washes and the different textures. I did leave his dominant like index finger gold as opposed to the bone that I did on the other ones, so there is that. But here's my Carnosaur Rex, and I'll put him with the fallen blue over here. And last but not least, we have some of the Cold One riders, and I really liked doing the shields. I used a corn red. I basically painted them how they told me to do. And then one weird thing I did actually with the Cold Ones, I didn't base them, and they turned out pretty good. I don't know why I didn't base them. I'm not sure what was going through my, I didn't use the flat black spray for them. I just went ahead and started throwing the green on, and it turned out not bad. I have no clue what I was thinking. Maybe base paint, spray paints are just not needed, but I really like the way that they came out. I really like the shading on the green on the scales there. It's kind of subtle. I could have made them pop a little more, but I really liked them. So here's the alpha right here. And then I gave them spears so that when they charge into battle, they're going to get an extra damage put onto their attacks. So that's going to be cool. Instead of 1 damage when they charge in, they'll be doing 2, which is huge. Each point of damage doing an extra point of damage, always good. But I'm still very new to this. I haven't really played too many games. I just wanted to show you guys some of my models and show you what I've been working on lately because, I care about you guys. And, oh yeah, over here we got the drummer. Let's show you this guy. Really cool. Really cool. I gave, for the top here and then the top over here, I used a paint that is actually not acrylic. It's like, I don't know. I got it from Hobby Lobby and it just makes everything pop more. I did put a shade on it, some Nuln oil or whatever that stuff is called, to make it a little darker because it's just so bright if you don't put any of that on there. But it is like flammable. It's not acrylic, but I really love it. And you definitely want to put it on last and make sure not to get it on anything because it's a little hard to cover up. But there we go. And, these were actually the first ones that I painted. I really like these models, so I went for them first. I painted them exactly the colors that they wanted me to do, but I intend to do more, and then I intend to do some variant color schemes on the actual Seraphon. So yeah, that's it for my video. I just wanted to show you guys what I was painting, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'll talk to you guys later.